Hello guys, welcome back to the group calling all units Monday Mixer. A new qualifier is about to start. Well, I'm guessing there will not be much new about it, because yeah, like very often is, it's a repeat of last year's. It is on the Big Bend, which is sort of west of Dallas in the south area. That's where we are. Let's have a look what it's all about. Size don't matter. That means that we are dealing with hot hatches and bikes. So in general we will be using bikes here in this qualifier. Let's have a quick look here. We have a stunt race, a brand time attack, a crew speed trap. I don't have a crew available here, but well, I'm gonna take a wild guess there later. Let's first have a look at the Scrumble tests. Where are we? Okay, this one again. Nothing new about it. Also, this one has been done several times. If I'm not mistaken, I have the world record here, or at least close. You sort of start there in a monster spec, but yeah, I'm in a bike now. But I'm not gonna set scores. That seems to be the thing. RCT did a pretty good job last week. We had overall first, second, third, fourth and sixth, and the only guy coming in between was someone having a bad connection, giving super times in drag, lagging it all over the place, and he also used alt-hander in the speed skill test. So the Scrumble test starts here. This is sort of the route. You go left here of this thing. What is that? And then you go this way, taking up the car, most likely the Ford Raptor. Then you sort of go this way. This is where the tricky parts come into play. You need to jump here and need to make sure you can get under that gas station thing there. Around this building here, if I'm not mistaken. And then sort of go that way. It's possible that you stay right of the big thing here on the right, and then you come to the road, go toward the electricity pole here. We go left to some more animal stables and stuff. Then you go left here, and then yeah, if you can catch these last two gates here somewhere, then you can score. I'm not even sure what you can score here, but I know in the last time we did this, I have been fighting here for the world record. Not sure if I still have it, but 7,619 points. That's what I scored here the last time, and I think that was good enough for first, second or third place in the Scrumble test. I had a bit of a fight with, I don't know, Gamers Eden, I think at the moment, at maybe someone else. There were like 3 players. We were sort of having a fight to get that last gate. Most people scored 7,200 and so on. We also have a precision skill test. I'm looking here. Let's have a look if we drive that way. Well, I'm not so sure here. Lately, like always, we are using drag cars, but this is a pretty bumpy road, so I don't know. It's possible that I'm going to set the scores with a bike first. That's most likely going to be the best option here. Already have a sharp corner here to the right with a big downhill and lots of bumps and jumps on an uneven surface, because these are sort of like country roads or something, and yeah. A lot of twists and turning. On the map, on paper, it looked to be the best route going this way, but I'm not so sure now. It's a lot of turns and jumps, and it might be that the other way could be faster. Because you also end up here in a Jurassic Park theme there, or the theme park. So it might be possible that going the other way might be the better option. Let's have a look at the scores here. I scored 10,700 here, so apparently I didn't do that well. Seen Wire did like 13,700, 12,700, 11,200. So I'm guessing if you can handle a drag car, you will score around 13,000 points. If you cannot, then you're probably gonna end up around 11,000 points. That's sort of what I make of it, going by a few results from friends. Of course, what else do we have? There is always one glitch event, isn't it? Last week it was speed skill, where people were using alt enter. The week before that it was a jump where you had to bounce up of something, and this is a hill climb. Yeah, we know how this works. Meanwhile, you take a bike, performance circuit will work, I guess. You don't go up the hill, no, you go through the gate, you drive this way, you put yourself against the barrier here somewhere, and then just wait till one of your friends hits you and you fly miles high and you score. I have no idea what you score. Luck based. 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, who knows. It all depends on how high you fly. Which of course is ridiculous for a yeah, hill climb, they call that. I'm sincerely hoping that they are working on something like a DLC competition for the end of the week, for the end of the year. There is something going on because some players, competitive players, have got an invite to go to E3 in California by Ubisoft. So most likely they are working on something and they are going to announce it on E3, which is somewhere in the middle of June. That's like a gaming thing, so but we'll see. I know that some of the people that are active in the community on the forums, or some competitive players like Hesta, for instance, he got an invite. He's invited to come to California to go to E3, so that definitely means that there is something up. The drag seems to be, what is it here, Dallas, I think. Yep, Dallas, the historic district, that's where we are. We have a jump here, which might be a bit of a problem with some of the cars. I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, the CDR had quite a little problem here. But we'll see if we can figure that out. Meanwhile, we've figured some other settings out for the drag cars, but yeah. RCT stands for Racing Competition Team. I'm not gonna give all the tips and tricks away. Let's put it this way, 12.99 is not the way, and 14.97 is also not the way for drag. It's not the fastest. Let's have a look on drift. Where are we? There are no restrictions here, surprisingly. It's hot hatches and bikes, so in theory we could use something like the Ford Focus here. That's a hot hatch. But apparently not. We can use all our drift cars, so the drift trial is not restricted to some sort of vehicle. Police cars blocking the road here. Where are we actually? Cape Canaveral or something? Probably. Okay, and another glitch event, because you can do circles here. Oh my gosh, why do they always keep in these events? I have no idea. Should have learned the lesson by now, but they... Which is also another reason why I think they are sort of working on something with competition and they are not bothered about the summit anymore. Option number 1, you can do circles here, bring it down to first gear, and then you can do circles here. The multiplier will not go up. I'm not on drift settings by the way now, so I will lose the multiplier all the time, but the multiplier will slowly go up, and but you get way more points if you do circles than if you actually do drifts. That's one option. The other option is around the corner here. Of course you do not need to do this from the beginning. You first need to do a round or something. There is a track here, you have to move that track and then you restart, and then you come back here and you can do circles here. That is sort of option number 2. There might be other options where you do not lose a multiplier, but the 2 places I just shown here you can do circles. So it's going to be a circle jerking, as they call it. and you know that people are gonna do that in the drift. It's one of those things. The hill climb has a bike glitch, and then you just know that people are gonna use it. The speed skill has the alt enter glitch thing, or bug thing, people are using it. The jump you have to bounce off some stuff, then people are using it. And in some of these drift trials, you can do circles, and then people are using it. It's as simple as that. If they do not fix that, people will keep using it. So at this moment, I'm already not so interested in this summit, I must say. We have a hill climb, which is going to be luck-based jumping with a bike and crashing into each other. Try to fly as high up, and this drift is going to end up in circle jerking. So you do a few laps, 2 laps or something like the route that I just shown here, and then the multiplier will be, you need to get the multiplier around 40, 45, something like that. And then you will already have some decent score, and then you come here, and as you will see, I hit that truck, now it's gone. It does not reload if you retry, so now you can just smoothly drift around this building here in a low gear, and the multiplier will slowly go up, but you will get more points every multiplier. That's so the multiplier is low now, so the score doesn't go up that easily, but if you arrive here with a multiplier at 40, 45, something like that, maybe even 50, and then you just do circles the rest of the time here. It's just boring as hell, but yeah, it can give you 500, 600,000 points. Who knows what people gonna end up with here. And the normal, if you do a normal route, just drifting around the surface there, then yeah, you probably get like 300, 350,000, maybe 400,000. But it's just not gonna be good enough, because the people doing circles will score 500, 600,000. So that's already 2 glitch events. Oh great. So it's one of those qualifiers again. Let's have a look here. Most events take place in the south, but not the Monster Arena. Also here, not restricted to the abort or something, which is a hot hatch. See, in the team it's hot hatch and bikes, but no, you can also use, just like in the drift, also in the Monster Arena, you can use all your monster specs. Also this, yeah, there are only 4 Monster Arenas, so it's always one of those 4, and meanwhile people know their routes, and including myself. Just gonna do a run here, which I will not finish. Leave the 1000B, because you can score, if you just take them you have 1000 points, but you can score like a 5000 combination on that. The most important ones are, yeah, the 5000, we take that, but these combinations here, you can do a backflip and then you score around 9000 points if you land that thing. Here you can do a double Misty, that's around 5000 points if you land it perfectly, that is. I only had a good landing. Now we go around, we get some speed, and we do a 720 on the 1000 that we just left there earlier. And the reason we do that, as you will see, there you go, 5630 points. Instead of the, if you just take the 1000 the first time. Now we go right this time. Coming up, we do the same. Option number 2, going through these things. Instead of the backflip, you can do a double Misty, scoring 9500 points. So you get 500 points more if you do a double Misty. Then we go up here. Same story, leave the 1000B, we come back for that in a combination of 5600 again. We go left. Towards the half pipes here, there are like the first time and the third time. I just do a backflip here. Bit too, well, not fast enough this time, but that's normally 9000. It's safer because you also need to get a combination in this half pipe. I sort of do the same as we did on the other side. Get some speed, around 220 kilometers an hour, something like that. 720, and make sure you land it somewhere in the area of the 1000. You will get it. If you get a perfect landing, you will get the 1000 in the combination. gives you 5,600 points. Then we go right again. So we already had a backflip through this combination, a double Misty, but you can also do a 720, that even scores 500 points more. There you go, that's 10,000 points instead of 9,000 or 9,500, so that's sort of where you can win the points. Backflip on the towers, that's 4,300, and then you finish here, go to the left, and you jump towards that 1,000 there, giving you another 3,000-4,000. And if every landing is perfect and you have time enough to jump to that last tower, you will be able to get like somewhere between 80 and 90,000. Because well, here or there you will just get a good landing instead of a perfect one. But we'll figure it out what we can score. But just now, like I said, I'm not doing any scores yet. I'll figure out. The crew speed trap is performance, and it's at hot hatches and bikes, so that's kind of the only event which is locked to that specific team. We are here near Dallas, so I'm gonna take a wild guess here, and assuming that it will be the Dallas speed trap. There is one in Miami as well, it could be that one, but most likely it won't be. It will probably be this one, so it was performance. I'm thinking hot hatches and bikes, yeah, that's a simple option, it's going to be the Ninja. In performance, that thing can go, I'm thinking 450. Not sure you can reach the top speed on all the cameras. In case we can, then we're gonna have a battle, not just for the top speed, but for the numbers behind the dot. 450, dot 1, dot 2, dot 3, dot 5, that will so be the top scores if we can reach the top speed on all the cameras. Should be able to reach it on this first one. Not by yourself of course, but with a team of 3 or 4 people. With Slipstream you should be able to reach it. The first camera is here somewhere if I'm not mistaken. I think that might just work with Slipstream. We go left here. We drive on the highway, go sort of over the under the bridge here. Here we brake and we turn around. Looking for, I think it's camera number 3. Also this is, it's a Dallas speed trap. If it is this one, I'm gambling here because I don't have a crew, nobody online here at this moment, it's like 5 AM in the morning. So I'm just taking a gamble here that it will be this speed trap. Camera number 2, or the second one on the route, that's there somewhere. We just go left, right. There might be traffic, but definitely not as much. I'm doing this in free drive now because I don't have anyone available to have a look in the event itself. But turn around here, and at the end of this road there will be camera number 3, or the third one on our route, because they are numbered differently. I think this will be camera number 1, but that is here somewhere. I'm thinking on the first 3 you should be able to get close to the top speed of the bike. Now we're going to, no. We go to the 4th camera on the route, and there is no way we're gonna get the top speed here on this one, because that is already here, that camera is here somewhere. So there we're not gonna get the top speed of the bike. We go left and left again, and then at the end of that long straight is the last camera. Yeah, that should not be a problem. This road is long enough to get top speed, so most likely 4 cameras where you can get the top speed. Just the 4th one will be a bit of a problem to get top speed there, but yeah, as high as possible I guess. And that's it. That's the speed trap route. If it is in Dallas, like I said once more, it's a gamble. Since we are in the Big Bend, and then usually if there is a speed trap event, that is that route in Dallas there. We've done it like several times already. So, Scrumble, Precision, Hill Climb, Drag, Drift we have looked at, Monster Arena as well, the speed trap as well. That means we have a brand time performance. Bike, by the looks of it. What do we get? Going by this route, I'm guessing it's a BMW. Yeah. The BMW S1000. Which is a bit of a problem. This is a very twisty road with barriers. You're dealing with traffic and you're dealing with bikes with no handling. I'm thinking here that you're probably going to end up getting the fastest time by putting it on manual. If you put it on manual, the bikes brake more easy. Now you have to play around with throttle and the brake, and then play around with the throttle to make it downshift. And if you're an automatic like I am here now, that's probably not going to work. Very good chance we're gonna get the fastest times by putting this thing in manual. But also this, I'm thinking here, we used a circuit spec here once. We had a brand time attack with the TVR Cigaris here. Okay, not too hard on the barrier apparently. But also here with a team, with some slipstream, might just work fine. All a bit depending on the traffic and yeah, also on the slipstream itself. Slipstream, it has its advantages. You can get more speed if you do this with a teammate or with 2 or 3 teammates. It also has its downside that yeah, if you just get the slipstream on a corner or before a corner, you just might fly out of it. We'll see how it works out. There are a few long straights, so might be an advantage to slipstream. It's not always the case. Sometimes the brand time attack is best to be done solo. Especially if you're dealing with traffic, because the more players are in the event, the more traffic you will have. But we'll figure it out during the week. Because that's what it is. It's qualifier. It will run till next Monday night, Tuesday morning, depending a bit where you live. Which leaves us with the main event, the big square in the middle, and that is a stunt race. No idea. I have to test it here, but KTM, Kawasaki. The last time with the stunt race, the KTM or the Kawasaki were like the best options, but in the past it was always the BMW. Might be possible that the BMW is the best one here on this track, but we'll see. I'm just on manual here, and we will see what that brings. But I have some feeling here that that's not going to be good. There we go. Already it goes from 6 to 4. You do one landing and the gearbox is stuck. Which means you also do not have enough speed to get the double Misty or the triple awesome combination. That means that you do a double Misty flip, but if you do it in such a way that you get a triple on the landing, and you do a triple on the bigger ramps, and on the landing you will get a awesome. But you're not gonna work in automatic, because that thing is always shifting. You're in 5th gear, you do a landing and it goes down to 3rd gear, and then the gear is stuck. Here I just get the triple, Meant I didn't steer enough to the left to get the awesome one probably. Also here, not enough speed, because I'm in the wrong gear. As you can see, a bit of a mess if you do this in automatic with these bikes. Because the gearbox starts acting funny every time on the landings. Also here, wrong gear, so not enough speed to do a triple. Stuff like that, it's always something like that. And here you sort of slightly go towards the halfway point. Few more ramps. Because also this one is a known track. Here are a few ramps. Yeah, okay. That's a nice bug again. Jesus Christ. Here the idea is to go right, but we do not do that. We go left and we come back to sort of the route that we have done before. The reason we do that is there are bigger ramps here than if you just go to the finish. But as you can see here, if you crash the bike, it puts you somewhere towards the finish. There are also ramps there, but not as high enough to get decent scores. So we have to drive back here. Also here, triple again. And here I'm in second gear now with this automatic gearbox, so no, that's not working. At 50,000 here, I'm almost done here on this run, so that can't be good. I don't know by heart the scores here, but I'm assuming that more of the specialists in these things like Fujitsuki, Core, they will get close to 90,000, maybe even 100,000. Definitely 80,000 plus. I'm on manual now. Yeah, I need to figure out the gears here, of course. On the previous track it was pretty simple. Previous stunt race like 2 weeks ago or so, that was just 5th or 6th gear and kept it there. Probably need 5th gear there as well. Just put it in 5th gear now and see if we can keep it there. Normally that works. Let's see if the autumn works. Yeah, I'm getting it now. Just not it was only a good landing instead of a perfect one, but try it again. That's more like it. That's a 5,000 points. Apparently I missed a checkpoint, but yeah, in that case you can just look for that ramp again. And scored 5,000 points. Yeah, definitely can get over 80,000, probably more than 90 as well. Getting a few good landings here, which should be perfect, but yeah, we got all week to get that going. Yeah, we we go, that's another 5,000 or so. There are a few ramps where you can do that. You do triple flip, and on the landing you get an awesome. How do you do that? Well, just the other way around like you normally do it. For a normal one you start back flipping and then you start steering. And for this 5,000 plus scores, you need to steer first and then do the backflip. And if you land it, you get an extra flip. Like you see here, that's 5,000 every time on these big ramps. Which is also the reason why we do come to this run. And then here somewhere, yeah, you can score a bit more points, but not much. Here you will run out of time. But I already have 70,000 with like a pretty lousy run. So it's definitely going towards 90,000 and probably over it. If you can get everything together. But yeah, you have a week to figure that out. And once you run out of time, you just drive to the finish. That's sort of what you do. But as you see, if you just do the normal route, there are also on the left and the right side here ramps where you can score. But those are all like small ramps and one big just before the finish, but that's it. That's why we do a certain part of the route twice. Because there are like 3 or 4 big ramps there. Also here I'm not gonna finish. Setting lousy scores and then improved, we tried that, but seems not to work that way. So you can better set good scores event by event and leave an event open till the midweek or something, and then you will jump. That's sort of how we did it last week. Beginning of the week there were not much RCTs on top there of the overall leaderboard. But at the end of the qualifier we were 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 with the 5 of us. So that was the Monday Mixer. A quick look around what we have to do this week in Size Don't Matter, which is the new qualifiers with the team Hot Hatch and bikes. The Hot Hatch do not come into play, it's more about the bikes. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.